Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Dogs will kick it away to start us off. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Takes the handoff again. And it works. The first down to the 35.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it first down and 20. It's an option look. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Second down.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw caught over the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Sticking with the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Finds his man. It's Cole. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Sanders. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This quarterback on fire today. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
That makes the score. Georgia, 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 11, Celtic.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. On the run here. Let's it go. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The back's got it. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. But there is a marker down, so hold everything. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it to the right side. They've got him down out near the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Running through the tackle.
No gain on the play. Offense facing fourth down.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense
Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Dogs. No chance to catch him.
Georgia, number 23 in the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score. Georgia.
Now they get set to kick it away.
0. Number 11, set to advance on the football.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Short throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Here comes a handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Extra point try coming now. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. back, looking to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaking free at midfield. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Georgia. This offense really clicking. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Start from the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Jukes to get free. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that.
They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He'll ride the back again here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Handoff to the back. They've got him down out near the 40.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
It's a quick grab. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. The sure hand. It's Cole. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run here, taking a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's caught. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. 1st down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Georgia, 35. Oklahoma, 7.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Finds his target. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
And they bring him down. Walker's not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Complete with the running back, but can he get there? Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way?
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Finds room at the 30. Physical running, fights off the defender. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. The Dogs looking to cash in this red zone trip. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. The call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. We get the second half started with a running play. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the route is on. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Georgia 49, Oklahoma.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, he broke free from a line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And he knocks through the PAT. And he's set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch and no return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Pump over the middle. It's Cole. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. A new set of downs after that completion. Hand off to the single back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. And on the carry, he's heading left. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front. Initially free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch, signal or taken. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run it here. Tackle, but first down.
There's nothing better than that. Fourth down and one, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. And at first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Finds an open target on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Brings up second down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Ball carrier finally out of bounds, but a huge pickup by the offense to end this 3rd quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter. Georgia 56, Oklahoma 21.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. Finding space at the 20. To be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
This is what can happen to a defense that gets so focused on defending the pass or locking into the run game between the tackles. Leave yourself vulnerable to the edge, and this jet sweep is a great way for an offense to make you pay for that.
And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push.
Touchdown, Georgia. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Give it to the back again. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Crosses the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. We'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights through a tackle.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. It's caught inside the 10. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They're going to run it. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Oh, just a costly turnover here. This offense, last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. The back's got it again. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. And the sophomore making an impact play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the...
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Let's go.
Keeping it on the ground here. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout.